Good morning. Just a heads up, today we're doing Vlogmas, 14 and 15 or 13 and 14. I think it's 14 and 15. I did not get a chance to film at all yesterday. Um, I had some personal things I had to take care of yesterday, which took up the biggest chunk of my day possible. But it had to get done, so, actually right now, I am making protein pancakes. They're not for me. I'm not in the mood for pancakes. I'm actually making them for Darius right now, and I'm actually using a few new ingredients that I haven't used before. Wow, this is new. So you just need some baking powder. I put in some just ground cinnamon. So this is a new one. Quest vanilla. Normally I use peanut butter, but I have vanilla, so I'm going to try vanilla today. And then this is some organic pancake and waffle mix. I just mix a very, very small amount. You don't have to add any if you don't want to. It just helps to make it a little bit fluffier pancake. I mean, obviously, if you're cutting down or anything, then you don't... I mean, you could probably still. I mean, it's so little carbs. It's not very much. So I'm making that right now. I just added one whole egg. Trying to grab a couple things here right quick. Okay. So I just added an egg, and I have oh, there's tape here. I have a little bit of water that I add as well. I have the skillet on right now, so it's getting warm. Ha. Okay. So actually, when I started making these, a friend of mine actually gave me the idea because she doesn't like to drink her protein after a workout. She'd rather eat it because she feels like it's more of a meal that way. Which, you know, makes sense. There we go. So I just did one whole scoop of the protein powder. But she does it like, you know, the mug cake kind of way. You know, that's how she makes it. But she's made like protein pancakes before too. She was like, you know, just do this and this and this. And I kind of, you know, I was like, I really, really want to try this because, you know, there's times where even late at night you have like cravings. And I know a lot of people really, really like breakfast. Like waffles, pancakes, French toast, and all that. And so, obviously, there's always going to be a way to make it healthier. So, I'm experimenting with finding those options. I do think I have a really good recipe that I can make like protein version, and I'm going to make it for you guys. Maybe tonight or tomorrow night. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. Okay. Excuse me. So depending on how like big you want your pancakes, I typically just, so I'm putting some coconut oil down on the skillet here. That's pretty warm. I'm using a 1/3 cup instead of a 1/4 cup just because, you know, since they're not for me, they're for a man. Make a little bit bigger pancakes. Bubble Guppies. Are you watching the Bubble Guppies? Yeah. Maddie's over here eating Frosted Flakes cereal right now and watching. She loves instructional videos. Like, you know, where they make stuff with Play-Doh. They show you how to make things with Play-Doh. Or, she really, really loves, like, I don't know, it's some Hispanic woman talking and opening Kinder eggs. Like, that's all she does. and just like whatever's inside the Kinder Egg. And she loves it. She's like obsessed. So funny. She also loves to watch videos how to make like cakes, but you know, like theme cakes. Like there's Barbie dolls in the middle, or a frozen castle cake, or whatever else. She just like, Maddie loves it. It's just funny. However, I do have to like listen because she has a tendency to watch the same video over and over and over. So I get to listen to that over and over and over. It's okay though, because I will do that with music. I will listen to a song over and over and over. Kind of like how they play songs on the radio and drive you absolutely nuts. Right, baby? She's totally like zoned out right now. With her hair, I'll just show you guys. She kind of looks like a baby Albert Einstein right now. Her hair looks ridiculous. Good morning, baby. Yeah, you're pretty cute. Look at that. Like, really? 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 I went to flip it, and it just, like, I don't know, fell apart. Clearly, it was ready to flip, because it's, like, you know, perfectly brown on the other side, but I noticed, though, when I was scooping this protein into the bowl, it had a very finer, like, texture, I guess you could say, than the peanut butter does. Like, the protein itself, the powder was a little bit finer, so maybe Vanilla's already let me know. Yes! Got the other pancake, though. Awesome. Okay. Alright, so here's the finished product of the pancakes. I don't have any syrup. I use the Walden Farm syrup just because it has, you know, no carbs, no sugar, and it tastes like actual syrup. So I need to get some more. So instead I just used, I just melted up some peanut butter and I added a little bit of honey so it has a little bit of sweetness. So that's the finished look of the pancakes. Alright, so this exercise is the lying hamstring curl. So this is what I started with. I did 5 sets of 12. I did my first 3 sets at 60 pounds and then the last 2 at 70. I'm still trying to work my way back up to the weight that I did before my show, plus the fact that I didn't, you know, work out for like the last 3 days. So definitely, I could definitely tell the difference that it made. So, oh, and I'm wearing my hoodie because it was like, I was freezing today until I kind of started warming up after working out, but really just kind of focusing on that, on my hamstrings there. Here, I really tried to engage and make sure, well, aside from my little, you know, dance break, I did 3 sets of 30 of the single leg glute bridges with the Bosu ball. I had my heel right there in the middle of the Bosu ball, and I really focused on really feeling it in my glutes, especially my upper glutes. Like, that's where I'm lately trying to really focus on, is feeling it in my upper glute area. Just really kind of tried to like isolate that area. Just, you know, personally just trying to focus more on glutes. And more, you know, dancing, rocking out. Does anybody else, like, you know, music help them like really power through a workout? I feel like, you know, especially like certain songs, like it really gets you going. But, so here was the next exercise. I did, 3 sets of 30 on here as well. Actually, it was 5 sets of 12, but I read it wrong. So I did 3 sets of 30, and same thing. I tried to make sure that I was only feeling it in my upper glute area and not my hamstrings or, you know, I mean, obviously you're going to feel it a little bit there, but I tried to focus mainly on making sure that I was feeling it in the top part of my glutes, and so that's why I wasn't going up really, really far, and bringing my knee up really high. I was kind of keeping it a little bit lower than you normally would, is because that's where I felt it hitting my upper glute. And I think I started out at 105 pounds, and then I went up to 120 for the last two sets, just because it felt a little bit too easy for me. Even though I was getting a really good burn, I wanted to make sure that I was hitting the weights a little bit harder. So just single leg, obviously, and hitting both legs really well. And this is actually on the assisted pull-up machine. I know that there is a specific machine for glute press downs, but this is what we have in our gym, so that's what I was using. And just finishing up, really pressing through my heel. It helps me to keep my foot angled upward and to make sure that I'm really pressing through my heel, just again to help isolate that area. And obviously I lean back slightly too. I feel like that helps me. But it's really, whatever works for you guys. The whole purpose is, when y'all are working out, is to make certain little tweaks and changes to make sure you're feeling it where you should be feeling it. And this is where I did 5 sets of 30. 5 sets of 30 here. And I started out at 35 pounds and went up each time. So with this is the gluteator. For this, you really want to focus on not using your feet. Hi. So it's like 12:15 now. I'm just getting to bed. I had quite a bit of work to do today, and I have quite a bit of work to do tomorrow too. I'm sorry that I didn't, get the vlog out yesterday evening. I just had really, really long day, very difficult day, and I didn't have the ability to record anything really. So I do apologize. But I tried to make sure I had at least good content, some better content to kind of put 2 vlogs together into one. So I will go ahead and I'll go ahead and video, record my exercise and everything, my full exercise, workout that I do tomorrow as well for you guys, because I know that a lot of you really do enjoy that, to see what I'm working and all that kind of stuff. And so also, I hope you guys are drinking your water. I've been good. I've been consistent. I've been getting my gallons down these last few days. Just, whenever it pops in my head, I need to drink water, drink tea. That helps me a lot, because sometimes just chugging a bunch of water, I like water, there's nothing wrong with it, but you can make it easier and make it more flavorful by doing things like squeezing lemon juice or lime juice. You could squeeze an orange in there to add some flavor. You could do, I like doing tea. Some of my favorite is right now is green tea. It's a mixture of green tea and jasmine. Especially with these cold winter months, it keeps me hydrated. It has a flavor. I like tea a lot, so you could do regular tea too. Either one's fine. But those are kind of things that help me personally get my water in, and it helps me keep track of how much water I'm drinking throughout the day and that sort of thing. So I'd love to hear how y'all are doing. So if you'd like to comment below, or if you follow me on any of my social media sites, my Facebook or my Instagram, comment on there. Leave me a message, anything. If you're still struggling drinking a lot, that water, just, message me, and hey, we'll get through it and we'll chit chat about it. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.